So what we do is we pay to have solar panels installed on people's homes, and then we sign them up for a long-term contract to buy that solar power at a fixed price. And generally people are saving money immediately. So they get benefit from the environment, benefit on their monthly savings, and they get to lock that rate in for the next 20 years. The real aha moment when I decided to start this company came in China. I was doing some consulting for a bank in mainland China. And I was actually on the plane from Hong Kong to Shanghai, and the flight attendant said, "Hey, it's a beautiful clear sky out today, no clouds." And I looked out and it was gray. And it kind of hit me right then and there that, this is a real issue. This is our Earth, and it's my responsibility as a business person to try to solve these problems with a viable business model. One of the biggest challenges we had to overcome was raising project financing. Again, so our business is to own all these solar panels on people's roofs, and we're well equity capitalized, so we've raised about $30 million from VCs, but we're installing hundreds of million dollars worth of equipment. And so the way the federal government incentivizes this equipment is through tax credits. And so you need to find a way to monetize those tax credits. And so there's this market where you actually sell those off to a bank. And the banks need to make profits in order to use those tax credits. And so we were out in the market last fall, and we actually closed our project financing fund with US Bank the day the S&P hit an 11-year low. So it was pretty unbelievable to try to get debt in that market, especially when it's for consumer. So the banks were looking at, do I really want to take on consumer credit risk? But we were able to get it closed, and so it was a project financing fund for about $105 million worth of solar that we've subsequently built. The best advice would be if somebody could teach me how to turn my brain off, because it is a 24/7 job, and I think there isn't a night where I don't wake up at 4 in the morning with my mind racing and writing down ideas for the next day. So I think the best advice I've gotten would be how to turn that off. What do you do to really relax, whether it's working out, whether it's a massage, whether it's turning off your phone for a day. You have to figure out personally how you recharge yourself. Well, there is a piece of advice that wasn't very helpful that I did ignore. When I put forth this idea for this business, for SunRun, everybody poked holes in it. And I decided to fight that. We started the business, my partner and I, while we were at Stanford. So we were actually running full-time the business while we were just finishing up graduation. But it worked out for the best. And now all of our other classmates who are in the financial services industry are asking us if they can be the CFO of our company. So it's worked out well. One of the best lessons I've learned is when you find the right person, when you know that person's a great fit and is a real executor, you hire them. Because the business is running so fast, we're growing so quickly that even if they don't fit the right functional area that you're looking for at the time, a smart person who works hard will always be valuable. If there was one piece of advice that I would have loved to have had when I started SunRun was just to feel confident and know that I can achieve any problem. And so sometimes you just have to take yourself out of it, maybe go for a run, take things one at a time, but really you can handle any challenge that gets presented to you. We have a great company where our culture is people work very hard. They care about the mission. There isn't one person who shows up and says, this is my job 9 to 5. And so one of the things we do to keep it fun and to keep people engaged is we have a Friday lunch where we actually bring lunch into the office and we have one person present on their functional area or something they're excited about in the company. And people actually fight for those spots to present to the entire company. So it's a great sign that the morale is there, that people are really engaged in what the mission is. The biggest goal we have is to completely change the power industry. So if you look at residential electricity, it's about a $150 billion market, and we can sell solar today affordably for about $9 billion of that market. In 2 years, as the cost comes down, we're going to be able to displace at least half of that $150 billion annual market size. So that's the big goal.